But he loved that one sheep so much that he left the other 99 there in the pasture, and he went and looked and looked and looked and looked and didn't stop looking until he found the one lost sheep and brought it back to the rest of the fold. And then Jesus told another story that teaches also about God's love, because it was about a very poor older woman. And all she had was 10 coins. And that's not very much money. You probably have more than 10 coins, right? But she only had 10. And then she lost one somewhere in the house. And she couldn't find it. So she looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. And she took her broom and she was sweeping the floor. But here's the thing. Her floor didn't have wood. Her floor was just the ground. So the more she was sweeping, the more that her little house was getting full of dust. And of course, it's getting fuller and fuller and fuller of dust, which makes it harder and harder to find the coin. But she didn't stop because that coin was so precious to her, because it was lost. And that's also a story about how much God loves us, is that he will continue to look and look and look for us, so that when we're feeling lost, we can know that God is going to be coming to us to help us, so that we never need to feel like we're lost. And then Jesus told a third story that was just like that. But this one, there was two brothers. And the one brother got a little bit angry with his dad and told his dad, "Give me money because I'm leaving this house and I don't want to live here anymore." And that made the dad sad. But the dad was hoping that once he went away, then the son would realize how much the father loved him and that he would come back. And that's exactly what happened. He took his money and he ran away from home, but pretty soon he was out of money. And he got a job, but it was not a very good job. And he didn't make very much money on it at all. And then he says, "I need to go back and tell my father I am sorry, that I shouldn't have said that and I shouldn't have left him." And when he went back, he found that his father was out in the field looking for him all the time. So the father was so happy that the son came back, and he just received him, and they had a celebration, and the father forgave him for running away, and it was one big happy family again. And that's also a picture of God's love for us, so that he loves us so much that even while we are not with him now because we live in this world, but soon we will go home to be with him in heaven forever, and then we will celebrate. So this is the God who continues to come and find us to make sure that we have what we need every single day. That's my favorite story in the whole Bible.